आदिप्रत्नस्य रेतसः ज्योतिष्पश्यन्ति वासरं परो यद्युध्यते दिवि उद्वयं तमसः परिज्योतिः पश्यन्त उत्तरगं स्वः पश्यन्त उत्तरं देवं देवत्रा सूर्यमगन्म ज्योतिरुत्तमम् इति आदिप्रत्नस्य रेतः ज्योतिष्पश्यन्ति वासरम् द और इत अनर्थक है। त इत आदित्य है ना, आदित्य को यू हैव टू ब्रेक द आदित्य, द वर्ड आदित्य इनटू 3 पार्ट्स। त एंड इत, त एंड इत आर मीनिंगलेस वर्ड्स। इज द प्रीफिक्स, यू एड इट टू पश्यन्ति, पश्यन्ति, समन्तात् पश्यन्ति, connect it with the word which is later pashyanti, the verb pashyanti. The and it dit, this completely meaningless 2 words. Pratnasya retah jyotihi vasaram apashyanti, you have to say that. In the Brahman, which is pratnasya, means chirantanasya, which is the everlasting one, which is the oldest. Chirantana is, both the meanings are the word Chirantana, everlasting or the oldest. And that is Jyotihi. It is the source or cause of the whole world. Retasaha, Pratnasya and Retasaha. It is the source or cause of the world. Retas means is the bijam, the cause, the source of the world. Vasaram. We actually visualize it. Pashyanti, apashyanti. We visualize that Jyoti, the light of the supreme Brahman, which shines like the Vasaram, like the all-pervading daylight. Vasara means all-pervading daylight, because the daylight spreads all over. And this daylight which is spreading all over is supreme light in this world. There is no other light further greater and brighter than this light of the sun which is shining over there. There is no other light brighter than this light. Therefore, we call this light as the supreme light. The daylight is the supreme light which shines all over the whole universe. In that supreme Brahman, we were visualizing this supreme light, making both the lights abheda, united, identifying both of them. They were in that supreme Brahman, which is the oldest, which is the supreme thing, which is the everlasting thing, and which is also the source of the world, that we are visualizing in the form of the all-pervading daylight itself. Paro yad idhyate divi. That is para. Para means that is supreme, which is actually shining in this sky. Para, it is pullingam, masculine gender. You have to transform into neutral gender, because para jyoti. Jyoti is Napunsalinga, the neutral gender. They were Param Jyoti, the supreme light, which is shining in the sky. Divi. Idyate means shining. Divi means in the sky, in the upper world. Like what? Vasaram, like the all-pervading daylight. This is the 7th mantra. And the 8th one will be Udvayam. Here we are in this book, they are printed together. But the 7th mantra is not printed completely. It's half in the Kailas book. Adit Pratnasya Retasa Jyotish Pashyanti Vasaram. Jyotish Pashyanti Vasaram. Paro Yadidyate Divi. In Anandagiri Tika it is printed, but first line of this you see. The whole mantra is given. Adit Pratna Saretaso Jyoti. First line of Anandagiri is there. Yes. Whole mantra is there. Jyoti Pasyandivasaram Paro Yaditide Diviti Mantrasya Pratigranam Adit Prasaretasa iti. Actually, Anandagiri says you don't add in the Mula. The pratika has been taken of this mantra. That is why there is not a printing mistake. What they have printed is only 1/3 of the mantra, and that is right. Because it is just a pratika, it is denoting the whole mantra. Indicating the whole mantra. They say the mantrasya pratika grahanam. Adit pratyasarita iti. Only that which has been taken. That indicates the whole mantra. But because without them taking the whole mantra, the meaning in the present context cannot be taken at all. That which we want to. Therefore, we will take the whole mantra, even though a part of it is being indicated here. There's a Bhashikara will give the meaning of the whole mantra there. Udvayam tamasas pari. Here also these two prefixes, ut and pari, will be connected with the later verbs, pasyantaha and aganma. Ut, aganma. Ut should be connected with aganma in the last line. Aganma is the last and first word. Aganma. Ut should be connected to aganma, constituted with aganma. And pari with pasyanta. Second line, first word. Pari with pasyanta. Or there's one option here as alternative that you can keep pari separately also as a independent word without connecting to pasyanta. That's also an option. Bhashikara will take both the aspects, both the alternatives will be explaining. But ut is always connected with aganma only. There is no alternative for that. Udvayam. Vayam means we. Tamasaha, ignorance. Pari means beyond the ignorance. We, after having realized the light, Jyoti means light. After having realized that light, we go beyond ignorance. Here, Pashyanta is not to seeing the light, because nobody can see the Brahman light, the light of Brahman. Is it not? Therefore, here, Pashyanta is to experience it, to visualize it, or to realize it. Not in visualization, realization has to be taken over here. After realizing, having realized that light of Brahman, we what? Aganma, we attained something beyond ignorance. Tamasa pari. Pari is beyond ignorance. What to attain there? Said Swaha Pashyanta. Swaha Pashyanta. Swaha Pashyanta also has to be understood here. Swaha, in what sense? Pashyanta. Because one word is left out, Uttaram. You have to see that word, how Uttaram. Before that, Pashyanta, Uttaram. Uttaram has many meanings over here. One meaning is supreme. It is the supreme thing. And Uttaram can be taken, if you are adding pari with Pashyanta, then Uttaram is beyond also, beyond ignorance. Yes, Paripashyanta, realizing in totality the light of Brahman, the light as Brahman. When you are reading Paripashyanta is what? To realize in totality. Pari means totality. When you are adding Pari with Pashyanta, then the Uttaram means beyond. If you are not adding Pari, then Pari means beyond. Then Uttaram means supreme. The supreme light. Then Uttaram Jyoti, you have to add to it. Uttaram is the qualitative word of Jyoti. It's qualifying Jyoti. How is that light? It is supreme light. These are two ways of explaining this mantra. Swaha Pashyanta. Swa means swam. Here again Swa should be taken as swam. Light within our hearts. Having realized the light within our heart. Because the light that is in the high in the sky is itself the light within your heart. They are not two different lights. That is why when you experience the Atman, how it is? Sahasra Surya Gapad Utthita. In Gita it says, it seems as if 1,000 suns rising up together. Simultaneously. So that is, therefore the light within the heart is not a dim light at all. Not dim light. There is a supreme light. Swapashanta Uttaram Devam Devatra Suryam Vaganma. Uttaram Devam Devatra. Devatra means among the other lights. The light that we are experiencing, Devam is the light that we experience is Uttaram, is supreme. Devatra. Devatraha means among other lights. Devam means the light that we are experiencing is Uttaram, supreme. Because it is the light of that Suryam Vaganma, as we are attaining that sun. So, that sunlight is how Jyotiruttamam, the light that is the best of all lights, the Jyotiruttamam, that light is the best of all the lights, or supreme among all other lights. Bhashyam. Adityityatra akarasya anubandha takaro anartaka ichabdascha anartaka. Adit, in this it seems to be one single word, but actually there are three words in it. Akara is one, that is the prefix of upasarga, ang, vi, ang, ni, upasarga, a. With that is associated, anubandha means associated, there is one takara. Just like in Vyakarana is in at. In at, tapara. Just like tapara, it seems ta is associated, anubandha. Takara is anubandha means associated with a is ta. That has no meaning, it is anarthakam. And also, there is another word there, it, associated with that same a. That has also no meaning, ichabdascha. Both are meaningless. Pratnasya, chirandanasya, everlasting one. Puranasya, of the oldest. Ityartha is the meaning of the word pratna. Retasa means karanasya, is the source. Bijabhutasya, seed of the world, of Bida which is kasya, Jagatha Bijabhutasya, karanasya. The seed of the world, the source in the world, cause of the world. What is that? Sadakhyasya. Sadakhyasya, which is called as existence. Jyotihi, the light. Prakasham, pashyanti. They see, they visualize that. Like what? Like Vasana, we will tell it later. Ashabda, utsrishtanabandha, pashyanti ityanena sambadhyate. You see? That a word, dropping the associates, devoid of the associates, ta and it, removing them. Now, you have to correct that a with pashyanti. A pashyanti, realizing wholly, completely, in all ways. Kim tat? What do they experience? What do they visualize? Jyotihi, the light. Pashyanti, they visualize, they realize, they experience the light. Like what? Vasaram ahariva, as it were, like the daylight, especially of the Grishma Ritu daylight you can take. In Jyeshta Masa, the sun will be very, very scorching, torturing also, in one way. So hot. So that's the right time to go to California. A right time to go to somewhere in the hill stations. Month of June. So that daylight, Vasanam Iva means Ahariva, Tat Sarvato Vyaptam. Because all pervasive. Brahmano Jyoti. It is light as if of Brahman itself. Nivritta Chakshasha. Who can experience this? Nivritta Chakshasha. Who have closed their eyes towards this world. Avrita Chakshur. Amritattam Icchan. Kaschid Dhira. And who is he? Brahmavida, the knower of Brahman. He should have got the Paroksha Jnana for the Aparokjnana Buddhi. How he can be like that? How he can attain the eligibility to experience this? He says, ब्रह्मचर्यादि निवृत्ति साधन ही शुद्ध अंतःकरण. How is that person? He has a pure heart. Shuddha antakaran, pure heart. How he attains that pure heart? By practicing the spiritual disciplines like celibacy, etc., that lead to renunciation or that are the means of detachment. Nivritti sadhana. They are the means for detachment. So without this brahmacharya adi, it is not possible to get totally detached from the samsara, from the world. And in brahmacharya, the 8 things are told: smaranam, kirtanam, gelihi, prekshanam, guya bhashanam, sankalpadhyavasayascha, kriya nirvrittirevacha. Etan maithunam ashtangam pravadanti manishanah vipritam brahmacharyam etadevavashtalakshanam. These are the 8 in the sloka. Many places it is there, many places it is there. Shuddhantakarana. Samantata jyoti pashanti. You say pashanti, means samantata, everywhere. The light is seen by him. Pashanti ityartha. He sees that light everywhere. Such a person only can experience Brahman everywhere. Then there is no question of any type of differentiation. You cannot say this is what you call as holy thing, this is unholy, this is spiritual, this is not spiritual, this is divine, this is non-divine. You can say all are mother, but one is divine mother. It cannot be so then. How is it possible? All are divine means all are divine mother only. All are divine father is all are divine father only. All are Brahman is all are Brahman. Then how we again differentiate among them? The foolishness is that. It's a cleverness actually, not foolishness. They are using very cleverly the Shastras for their own selfish ends. Paraha. Paraha yad ityate divi. That was Bhaskara's explaining. Paraha means paramiti linga vettayena. Transforming the gender, you have to take param to paraha to param. From the masculine gender to the neutral gender. Why? Jyotish Paratvat. Because it's qualifying the word Jyoti, the light, which is of neutral gender. Yadidyate. That which dipyate. Vidyate means dipyate, that which shines. Where divi, in the luminous sky. While existing in the luminous sky. Dyotanavati parasmin brahmani vartamana. Because it is the that light while existing in Brahman itself, person in the transcendental Brahman, which has transcended all the upadhis, in the pure Brahman, the absolute Brahman. Existing in that only this luminous light can be said so. Dyotanavati means in the luminous, parasmin transcendental, Brahmani vartamanan, while existing it shines. Yena jyotishaidya savita tapati chandrama bhati vidyut vidyodate graha tara gana vibhasante. In another Vedic text it said that yena jyotisha iddaha, by the light of which all the sun is also set ablaze. The light of which, due to the light of which the chandrama spreads, the moon spreads its rays, due to the light of which the vidyut, the lightning, vidyodate flashes. Savita tapati, chandrama bhati, vidyut vidyodate. Savita means the sun spreads its rays, the moon shines, and the lightning flashes. Grahatara ganaha vibhasante, the planets and stars twinkle. All these is due to the light of which that is Brahman. Kincha, moreover, anyo mantragaha, another seer of the mantra said, Yathoktam Jyoti Pushan, having visualizing the aforesaid Jyoti light, that was described, that was described above just now. Having experienced that light, having visualizing or realizing that light, what he said is stated as follows: Uddvayam tamasas parijyatihi pashyanta uttaragum swa pashyanta, and etc. Bhashyam Udvayam tamaso. Udvayam will explain later. Sir, tamasa means agyan lakshanat parastat iti shesha. Agyana lakshana, characteristics of ignorance. Beyond them, beyond the characteristics of ignorance. Parastat, you have to supplement this word here. Shesha is telling. It's not in the mantra. Tamasa, what? Of that ignorance. Of what? Of that you have to give some other supplement word to state beyond ignorance. How you are going to bring the meaning beyond without a word? Therefore he says you have to supplement this word parastha, which is not in the mantra. This in the sense when you are adding pari with pashyanta, because the word the pari can't get the meaning of beyond. Therefore he says you have to take parastha, supplement the word parastha. Tamaso va apanetri. Otherwise you take another meaning. Tamaso va apanetri, a dispeller of ignorance. Yad jyoti, that light which is a dispeller of ignorance is itself Brahman. Uttaram adityastham paripashyanto. Uttaram, supreme light, that which exists in the Aditya, in the sun. Paripashyanta, having realized, vayam, we, udaganma, we attain it. Iti vyavahitena sambandha. You see? Udvayam aganma. That vayam, which should be added to aganma. Udaganma. Means we attain that light. The word aganma is placed apart. Ut is placed in the beginning of the mantra and aganma is placed apart. Vyavahitena. And you have to connect this with that word which has been kept apart, far away. Not only that, how is that further? Tajyotihi, that light is swaha. Swa means here, swam is our own. Atmiyam is actually, it is our own light. Our own light in the sense, our own torch light? No. Asmad hridisthitam. Atmiya means asmad hridisthitam. Asmad hridisthitam. That which is established in our hearts. The light that is established in our hearts. The same is adityastham, that is in the sun too. Chattad ekam jyoti is one, that is the same. That is identified together each other. Yaduttaram means utkrishtattaram, urdhattarancha, that which is supreme and higher than. Va aparam jyotirapeksha. When you are comparing with the other lights, well, you are comparing with the other lights that we usually use in our daily life and we come across in our daily life. Among all other lights also, this is a supreme light, this is the higher light, there is no doubt in it. Apeksha pashyanta, visualizing that light. Tat udaganma, we attained that. Udaganma vayam. Kam udaganma. What is that light? Or just go on explaining what that light is like this, like that, like this, like that. Exactly tell us. Then Kam udaganma, whom did we attain? Ityaha. The text itself says, Devam Dyotanavantam, the brightest light. Among Devatra, Deveshu, Sarveshu, among all other lights. This is the brightest light. Which is that? Suryam. It is the sunlight. Why do you call it as Surya? Why are you calling this as sun? It says, Rasanam, Rashminancha, Prananancha Jagatha, Iranat Surya. Iranat Surya. Rasanam, juices. Rashminam, rays. Prananancha Jagatha, and the vital forces of the world. This is the activizer of all of them. Irnath means activizer. It activates the juices that are happening in all the plants, fruits, and everywhere. It is also the activizer of the rays that are spreading from morning to night. And it is also the activizer of the vital forces of the world. That's why I said, Buddhi prachodayat, dhiyo yona prachodayat. Is it not? Prachodayat means what? It is the activizer. It is giving prerana to us. Do it work. That is why it's called as Surya. Tam Udaganva. We have attained that sun. Udaganva means Gatavanta. We attained it. Jyotiruttamam, the best of all lights. Sarvajotirbhyaha Utkrishtatamam. Among all the other lights, this is the supreme, the best light. There's no doubt. It's a ho, prapta, we have attained it. Idanta jyotir yad rigbhyam stutam, yad rigbhyam sutam, yad yajustrayena prakashitam. It is this supreme light only that has been praised by these two Rig mantras and has been revealed in the three Yajur mantras. Akshitamasi, is it not? Achyutamasi, Prana Sanshitamasi. No, Dirabhyasa, Yagikalpra Parisamaptyartha. The repetition, the last, Jyotiruttamam is meant to for the conclusion of this particular meditation in which you are imagining the man as a sacrifice. Manushyahi yajna. The man is a sacrifice. That meditation now concludes at this point. Now comes the next meditation. Manobrahmityupasita, etc. Bhashyakara gives an introduction to this. Why you want to start this? You started in between, now I discussed very well how we can attain long life by imagining this human body's life itself as a sacrifice, as an yajna. So you also thought of before, meditated for the long life of your son. Isn't it? Long life oneself, long life of son. Both for the two main purposes. One, to gain victory over this world and the upper worlds. This is how you can putrena ayam loko jayaha. If you want proper name and fame and the lineage to get into the proper order of this universe, for that purpose, he said long life of son is needed. So that he will also become big, he will also get married, he will begin to Agnihotra and all. So the Ranatraya Mukti is easy. The debts can be very easily cleared, he said. By that, you will be able to get into Moksha Marga. That is one thing. The second thing, even if maybe having the son has a long life, but whatever yourself. If you don't have, then again, it is of no use. Long life son of a son is of no use at all. Therefore, long life of oneself is also necessary for meditation, etc., for nidhyasana, etc., to attain moksha. So, having attained the long life by practicing meditation of man as a sacrifice, what we have to do with that long life? Just live like a bhainsa. Bhainsoham. Eat, drink and sleep well. Nothing else. He says, no. You have to now control your mind first. So how to bring that control? He says, Mano Brahmityupa. Bhashyakara says, before we have discussed Manomayaha, Bharupaha, Prana Shariraha, etc. Is it not? So Manomaya Ishvara Ukta, Akashatma iti cha, Brahmano Gunaika Deshatvena. Expressing partially the qualities of Brahman. It was stated before Ukta that this Brahman, the God, appears like a mind, Manomayaha. This Brahman has its nature like that of space, Akashatma, etc. But now, what we want to do, we don't want to keep that mind and Akasha, the space, the mind and space, as an adjunct to Brahman. But let us look upon this mind and space as Brahman itself. How you can look upon? Because for many reasons he is going to tell now why you have to look upon mind as Brahman. Why you want to meditate on mind as Brahman, on space as Brahman. For that you are going to start this part. Atha idanim mana akasha samast brahma drishti vidhanartha. Because first what you do, gunaika deshatvana upasana, and now samast brahma drishti upasana. Atha means now, after that, idanim, for enjoining, vidhanartha means for enjoining samast brahma drishti as Brahman in its totality. The text begins Manobrahma ityadi, so that we will be able to meditate upon the mind and space as Brahman in its totality, not in its partial quality. Not as a partial quality, but in its totality. Manobrahma ityadi. Pratikadikaranam, there is an adhikarana itself in Brahma Sutra on this mantra. To state very clearly, because of the Mano Brahma iti, in this adhikarana only discussed what is the benefit of iti. Because of this iti, we are deciding here it is a pratika upasana, not a angra upasana, not even sampad upasana. Just like in Shaligrama, you have to view it as Vishnu. In Narmadeshwara, you have to view it as Shiva. This pratika or any murti. If you want to see, it's just a paper. Paper, eh? Some painting is done on that, a woman painting is there. Maybe for some beautiful woman. But on the other hand, it depends upon your faith now. And you say, no, this is Goddess Saraswati, not an ordinary woman. Just that paper becomes holy now. The whole thing changes. The attitude changes, everything changes. Eh? Nikrishtam api utkrishtam bhavati. That is why he says here, so this Manobrahma ityupasita, Brahma Sutra is 414. Manobrahma ityupasita iti adhyattam athadidaivatam akasha brahma iti ubhayam adishtam bhavati adhyattam chadidaivatam cha. Manobrahma ityupasita, the mind is to meditate on as Brahman. This is on the personal plane. Athadidaivatam. Then follows meditation, the divine plane. You have to meditate on the space as Brahman. Space as Brahman. Iti ubhayam adishtam. In this way, both of these meditations on the personal plane and the divine plane are enjoined. Adishtam bhavati, have become enjoined. Which are they? Adhyatmancha, adhaivatancha. The personal plane and the divine plane. Bhashyam. Mano. What is his mind? What do you mean by mind here? He says, Manote anenaiti antakaranam. You can derive, the word mind is derived in the sense of that through which you are going to think is called as mind. That through which a person thinks is called as mind. Manute anena iti mana. Antakaranam. That means to say the internal organ. Tad Brahma param ityupasita. That Brahman, that has to be meditate upon as Brahman. Which Brahman? Supreme Brahman. The Param Brahman itself. The absolute total Brahman has to be meditate upon the mind. Iti upasita. Etad atmavisham darshanam adhyattam. This is the meditation with regard to oneself. Atma Vishaya. Atma Vishaya means regard to oneself. Etad. Darshana means meditation. Therefore it is called as Adhyatman. Meditation on the personal plane. Athadi Daivatam. Atha then follows the Adidaivatam, the meditation on the divine plane. Devada Vishamityartha. With regard to the gods, the deities. Idam means Vakshama. Now, immediately, I am going to state it. That is, the text is going to state it. What is it? Akasha Brahmiti Upasita. Meditate upon the space as the same Supreme Brahman. Evam Ubhayam Adhyattam Adidevatancha Ubhayam. Evam, in this way, Ubhayam means both. Which both? Adhyatman and Devatam. That means the meditation on the physical plane, personal plane, and the meditation on the divine plane. Ubhayam Brahma Drishti Vishayam Adishtam. Both which have to be looked upon as Brahman are enjoined. Adishtam is Upadishtam Bhavati. Have become enjoined. Akasha Manaso Sukshmatvat. Why you want to meditate on this mind and space only? Why not on some other thing? Why on your hand? Come on, meditate on your hand as Brahman. There are many things outside also in the world. Mountain is there, trees are there. Why you can't meditate on those things? He says that because of similarity of subtlety in both of these things. The Brahman is very, very subtle. Similarly, the space and mind are also very, very subtle. All other things are gross. The subtlest thing is what that we have. We possess as mind is the mind. And subtlest thing that possesses in the external world is the space. There's nothing else subtler than space in the external world, and nothing else is subtler than mind within this body. That is why, being the subtlest thing possessed by us, inside ourselves and outside, is mind and space. Therefore, they have to be meditate on as Brahman and nothing else. Manasopalabhyatvacha. The other reason is, actually, this Brahman can be experienced through mind only. Which type of mind? It's called Shuddhantakaranam. It's not very clear. Don't mix up, I know. Aprap manasasa you will bring. Bhashikara is giving similarity. Not any smriti. Manasaiva upalabdhabhya is the shruti. That is giving the fifth form, you see. Manasopalabhyata, fifth case, as a reason. Fifth case is always used for reasoning. Sukshmatva, we said before, sukshmatva, upalabhyata cha, for reasoning. Hetu. So because the other reason is that Brahman can be experienced by this pure mind only. And in impure mind cannot experience. Aprapya manasasa is told for an impure mind. Manasaiva upalabdhavya is told for a pure mind. Yogyam mano brahmadrishte. As very clearly telling Bhashakara, because mind is only fit for being meditated upon as Brahman. Akashascha. Even Akasha, the space is also fit to be meditated upon as Brahman. Why? Sarvagatatvad, Sukshmatvad, Upadhihinatvad. Three reasons. Because all pervasive. It is subtle. Same was. One reason is both. Same for both. Subtleness. It is all pervasive. It is subtle and Upadhihinatvad. It is devoid of all adjuncts. Space is devoid of all adjuncts. Without any limiting adjunct, the space is. Similarly is the Brahman. There is no limiting adjunct that can limit Brahman. Tadetat chatushpad brahma vakpada pranapada chakshupada shrutrampada ityadhyatmam atadidayvadam agnipada vayupada adityapada dishapada ityubhayam evadishtam bhavati adhyatmam chevadidayvatam cha. Tadetat, that which is such, Brahma, the Brahman has got 4 padas, 4 feet, chatushpad. First we'll take on the personal plane The mind which is meditated upon as Brahman has got 4 feet. मन का 4 पैर, माइंड को भी 4 पैर है, वो भी पशु है. The mind has got 4 legs. 4 legs is a pashu. So, which are those padas? Which are the feet of mind? One is this organ of speech. The mind establishes or it reveals itself into the external world through voice. What is in your mind? You express through your voice only. Or the organ of smell, pranapada, is the second feet of this mind. It enjoys, it expresses whatever it knows by voice, and it enjoys itself by smelling fragrance. Grana, because indriyas are there, vak, indriya and chakshu. In between the prana is coming there. There the context is of indriyas, of organs. Even mind is itself an organ. And they're speaking of the 4 feet of mind, which is an organ. Therefore, and the 4 feet that are being mentioned are 3 of them are very clearly told organs. Vak, chakshu and shrodram. Therefore, prana is naturally according to the context. You have to take it as an organ. And usually, the organ taken by the word prana is what? The ghanendriyam, the sense organ of smell. Chaksha is the eyes. Is the tritiya, third pada. Shrotram pada, here is the 4th. But here, don't take the order. You take the first leg, the first leg of the right side is mind. If you imagine the mind as a pashu, as an animal, and you can't say the front leg, right side leg is vak. You can't take like that here. There's no order, and there's no question of front and back or any such thing here. It's just imagining for meditation. Because the Brahman is 4 paths. Padasya bhutani, tripaдаsyam ratandi. Then there also we imagine 4 paths, 4 feet. Similarly, this also has 4 feet. Because if you want to imagine, you want to meditate on mind as Brahman, then there's some similarity between mind and Brahman. You found certain similarities of mind in Brahman. Now you have to show something that is in Brahman coming into the mind also. What is that? He said that is Brahman's 4 path. This mind is also 4 path. Brahman is 4 path. Even Akasha is also 4 path. 4 feet. Which are they when the question arises? Then is explained the Vakpada and all that. Vidyadhyatmam. These are the 4 feet at the personal plane, on the personal plane. Athadi Devatam. Then follows the feet of the divine plane. Agni Pada, Vayu Pada, Aditya Pada, Disha Pada. Here, don't take the physical thing, Agni, the physical fire here, burning in the wood. You have to take the deity, the presiding deity of all fires, Devada. Who is Adi Devatam? Is the upasana of gods. They are meditating different gods as feet of the space god. Space also everything, the deity who is presiding over the space. The next is fire of that Vayu Devada, Aditya Devada, and Dik Devada. The air god, the deity that presides over air. And the deity that's presiding this sun. And the deity that presides over the directions. Idu Vayam Vevadishtam. Both are enjoined now, become enjoined. Which both? Adhyatmancha Devatancha. Both the Adhyatma and Adidevata, and there is on the personal plane and on the divine plane.